Here are 4 key ways to make sure that you and your team is seeing the forest through the trees. The first thing is you want to make sure that there is a clear destination to where you're trying to go. And when you have a clear destination, you want to make sure you have a compass to actually get you there. The problem is, as you start walking through a forest and going through, if you don't have a compass, you will have this tendency to actually go around in circles. There's been many reports where somebody said they've been gone for miles and then they ended up actually back in the exact same place. Well, organizations tend to do the same thing. They get very, very, very busy, but busy on doing things that's actually not moving them any closer to that destination. So make sure you have a compass to make sure you're getting yourself to your destination. Number 2, make sure that that destination is something that's actually measurable. We want to make sure we're getting somewhere. Don't get me wrong, I think I'm a big believer in really exciting ideas and concepts that's going to get you to changing the world. But you got to make sure at some point too, you're going to be able to measure to where you're going to try to get to, your particular outcomes. Well, when you get that clear, then you're going to also help your team not get lost. Number 3 is to make sure you're not measuring everything. One thing we have today is we have plenty of data that's providing us information, but we are getting lost with all the trees and all the data and not seeing the forest. Folks, when it comes to your business and when it comes to strategic initiatives, if those initiatives are ultimately going to bring long-term increases to your bottom line, is that initiative actually adding any value at all? We have to make sure that they're thoughtful ideas that's going to have a critical impact to improving key things. If they are not ultimately increasing the purpose of your organization, which, once again, we have big purpose ideas, but we also want to make sure that it's increasing the revenue, but more importantly, increasing the bottom line. Make sure you're not growing just to grow, but make sure that growth is impacting the bottom line. And then the 4th thing is, when it comes to tracking data, don't just focus on every data point and not just in the bottom line, but focus on the actions that you need to work on that's going to get you to your results. See, sometimes there's such a mantra, we got to hit this revenue number or we got to hit this bottom line number, that we forget what it really takes to get there. See, when we can actually make the most important metric on the things that we can control, then you could actually have extraordinary results. I've seen this time and time again when I've worked with an organization, and we found the one most important metric to help increase the value of their business. And that's the key thing they track. And then they make sure that that experience in creating trust with their client or with their customer is extraordinary. When their client or customer has that extraordinary experience, they're much more likely to take that risk to make a decision to buy you and your organization. By doing those 4 clear things, you're going to help increase the value of your company. And that's what, once again, what $4 million strategy is all about, is working on those risk areas that you can minimize your risk to help increase the value of your company and organization. This is the best 4 minutes in business on $4 million strategies. I encourage you to subscribe on your favorite platform.